ITIL manages digital products and services throughout their ongoing life cycle, but those products and services are created, fundamentally changed, and retired through projects, which are temporary, structured endeavors with a defined business case, scope, and timeline. Without effective project management, the product and service lifecycle simply cannot be executed successfully. The book identifies 5 contexts where projects are most critical within the ITIL setting. First, creating or redesigning a digital product or service that spans the discover, design, and build phases. Second, implementing a major new capability or platform change, spanning acquire, build, transition. Third, transforming the value system itself, changing organizational capabilities, governance, or partner agreements, which the book calls ITIL transformation. Fourth, migrating from one service to another during transition, including offboarding and onboarding. And fifth, rolling out changes across a large user population, spanning transition through to operate, which requires coordinated program management. The importance of project management is most visible at the boundary between business as usual service management, governed by ITIL's continual improvement model and management practices, and transformational change, where projects are the vehicle for delivering something that has not existed before or can't be changed incrementally. Back to ICR, when the company decided to expand its autonomous taxi service from one pilot city to 3 cities simultaneously, that expansion was a project. It had a defined scope, 3 cities, a business case built on projected revenue, an 18-month timeline, and a defined end state. Operational service in all 3 cities with trained staff, configured systems, and active agreements. Managing that expansion with structured governance, risk management, stakeholder communication, and benefit realization tracking is what project management practices provide. ITIL service management practices then govern the resulting ongoing operation. Prince2 would govern the expansion project itself. Why project management is important in ITIL. So, does ITIL ignore project management altogether? No. And this distinction matters for the exam. ITIL includes official practice guides to project management and portfolio management. These guides offer sufficient information and practical advice for understanding the role of project management within the ITIL value system and for supporting the integration of project management practices into value streams. The limitation is this. Professional project managers, program managers, and portfolio managers need a more detailed, comprehensive body of knowledge than ITIL's practice guides alone can provide. That's a gap Prince2 addresses. The book sums this up neatly. No single framework is enough for successful work in today's diverse business and technology ecosystems. So remember the phrase, sufficient but not comprehensive. That's a key insight for assessment criteria 6.2.1. ITIL is not silent on project management. It provides a good overview, but it does not offer the depth of structured methodology that professional project managers need to run complex multi-stakeholder programs effectively. That's precisely the gap Prince2 fills. How ITIL and Prince2 are complementary in the management of the product and service lifecycle. Now let's move to assessment criteria 6.2.2, understanding how ITIL and Prince2 are complementary in managing the product and service lifecycle. We'll look first at what Prince2 itself covers, then map that complementarity across 3 levels, project, program, and portfolio. How ITIL and Prince2 are complementary. Now, Prince2 is not a single narrow methodology. It's a portfolio of globally used best practice guidance covering successful project, program, and portfolio management, delivered through structured yet flexible, easy to follow methods and techniques. Let's run through its 6 modules. Prince2 Project Management is a globally recognized structured method for managing individual projects effectively. Prince2 Agile combines the structure with agile techniques for adaptive, iterative project delivery. Prince2 Program Management focuses on managing and delivering programs aligned to strategic objectives through governance, alignment, and control. Prince2 Portfolio Management manages a portfolio of projects and programs, aligning them with organizational strategy to maximize value and realize benefits. Prince2 Risk Management identifies, assesses, and controls risks across the organization. And Prince2 Project Program Portfolio Office Management covers establishing and running PPO offices to support governance and delivery. The complementary nature between ITIL and Prince2 actually operates at 3 distinct levels, each corresponding to a different scale of change, and it's worth walking through all 3 using our ICR case study. Now, at the project level, when ICR decides to redesign the car sharing onboarding experience, a significant change touching systems, processes, partner agreements, and user communications, that's a project. Prince2 Project Management provides the methodology, which is the business case, governance structure, stage-by-stage delivery, risk management, and a benefit realization plan. ITIL's Experience Improvement Framework provides the experience design and measurement approach the project delivers its output within. At the program level, when ICR decides to transform its entire digital service portfolio to include autonomous vehicles, affecting technology, supplier agreements, regulatory compliance, staff capability, and governance, that's a program. Prince2 Program Management provides the structured approach for managing this complex multi-project endeavor, while ITIL Transformation provides the management framework for the resulting changes to ICR's value system. Now, at the portfolio level, ICR's board needs to prioritize investment across several simultaneous change initiatives, the autonomous vehicle expansion, the new corporate fleet portal, the AI governance implementation, etc. Prince2 Portfolio Management provides the discipline for aligning these investments with strategic objectives and managing their interdependencies. ITIL's governance principles provide the value-oriented criteria for judging which investments will generate the most experience and service quality improvement. One module worth flagging specifically is Prince2 Agile, because it explicitly addresses the tension between structured project governance and agile delivery, letting organizations use ITIL's iterative improvement principles alongside Prince2's structured governance. That's the clearest bridge across all 3 frameworks. ITIL as a managing framework, Prince2 Agile as structured but flexible project governance, and Devops as the agile engineering execution. This table that you see on the slide condenses what we have just covered in three clean rows, and it's a good one to hold in memory for the exam. Creating or redesigning digital products, that's a life cycle activity. And ITIL's role would be ITIL governs the life cycle stages and experience management, whereas Prince2's role would be Prince2 provides structured project management for the build and transition effort. Implementation transformations to the value system as a life cycle activity. ITIL's role, ITIL transformation model, identifies what needs to change, and Prince2 provides the structured program management to actually deliver that transformation. Next is managing a portfolio of improvements. ITIL's continual improvement model governs individual improvements. Prince2 Portfolio Management aligns multiple projects and programs with strategic objectives. Notice the consistent pattern across all three rows. ITIL always answers what needs to happen and why, while Prince2 always answers how do we structure and deliver the work to make it happen. That pattern is a core of assessment criteria 6.2.2 and is exactly the same pattern we saw with Devops in part 1, just applied to project and program delivery rather than engineering execution.